Food safety is all about keeping food, well, safe. And keeping food safe is all about proper technique. Improperly handled food can lead to a foodborne illness. That's when a disease is transmitted to someone through food. Even worse is when 2 or more people get sick from eating the same food. That's called a foodborne illness outbreak. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimate that over 48 million people contract foodborne illnesses in the United States, resulting in 128,000 hospitalizations and 3,000 deaths every single year. Customers come to your store expecting delicious food, not a trip to the emergency room. Chances are you'll be serving the elderly, infants and young children, pregnant mothers, people with food allergies, or customers with other medical conditions. These folks are all considered to be at high risk for contracting a foodborne illness. And just because you don't see them in your store doesn't mean the food won't be shared with someone at home who is at risk. With the well-being of so many customers in the balance, everyone has the responsibility to keep food safe. You are responsible for following safe food handling practices every time. Your store is responsible for providing food safety supplies and support. Your suppliers are responsible for delivering safe products. And finally, your customers are responsible for continuing to follow safe food handling at home. Let's get into what you can do to keep food safe. Wash your hands. Human hands harbor millions of potentially harmful pathogens, and proper hand washing dramatically reduces the risk of passing those pathogens to the food that you serve. Notice the word proper. We say that because there's definitely a right way and a wrong way to wash your hands. Here's the right way. Wet your hands with water that's as hot as you can stand. Rub your hands and exposed portions of your arms with soap and water aggressively for 20 seconds. You can sing happy birthday to yourself slowly to keep track of the time. Pay close attention to the areas around and under your fingernails. You may have to use a fingernail brush if there's dirt you can't get to. Rinse your hands with running water, then dry with a disposable towel or an air dryer. Lastly, if the faucet isn't foot or electronically activated, use a paper towel to turn off the water. Now that you've got the what and the how of proper hand washing, it's time for the when. Always wash your hands at the beginning of your shift and after any activity that may contaminate them. That means using the restroom, going on breaks, eating, drinking, chewing gum, using tobacco, taking out the trash, handling raw meat, poultry, or seafood, handling chemicals, touching your hair, face, body after coughing, sneezing, dirty apron or dirty clothing, handling money, when switching between food preparation tasks, and before putting on new gloves. As a general rule of thumb, you can never wash your hands enough on the job. Gloves are an awesome way to help keep food safe, but gloves are only as safe and as clean as you keep them. Change your gloves following the same activities that require hand washing. Wash your hands before putting gloves on. Handle gloves by the cuff when taking them out of the box and putting them on. Change them as soon as they become torn or soiled, or change them at least every 4 hours. Also, just putting on a new pair of gloves is never a substitute for washing your hands. Keeping food safe is about more than just washing your hands and wearing gloves. Making sure your whole body is clean can go a long way in avoiding foodborne illnesses. Not only does your appearance make a good impression on customers, it also greatly reduces the chances that you'll be carrying pathogens into the food prep and selling areas. First off, shower before coming into work. Everyone will thank you. Wear a proper hair restraint, like a hairnet or a hat that's a part of your uniform. Don't wear jewelry. You can, however, wear a plain wedding band. There's certainly a time and a place for bling bling, but the kitchen is not that place. Keep your fingernails clean and trimmed. That means no polish or fake nails. If you have a cut or sore on your hand, keep it properly bandaged and cover with gloves or a finger cot. Keep your uniform clean. Get a clean apron whenever needed during your shift. Lastly, take care of your apron when you leave the department. Don't bring it into the bathroom, wear it on your break, or leave it in your car. If you're already sick, there's a chance you'll get whatever you have on your customer's food. If you've been diagnosed with a foodborne illness, have been vomiting, had diarrhea, or are jaundiced, stay home. If you're going to miss work, make sure you know your store's sick policy. Bottom line is that keeping food safe and clean is all about keeping your body the same way. Wash your hands, wash your body, wash your clothes, and stay healthy. Simple as that.